Hi, how are you? This is my first time doing this on the Facebook. Uh, so I don't know why. What is this shit? Go live, whatever. I'm doing it. Anyways, uh, welcome to the page. Obviously, if you're a fan of this page, or if you're one of my friends on Facebook and you see that I'm doing this, then that'll be what you're going to see. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy it. So I decided. So if you can see behind me, I have a new case that I got from IKEA, and I've been using this to maybe spread out some of my action figures that we've been talking about on the occasional videos that we've been doing. So what I'd like to do is, since I bought this case and I have a bunch of different themes in here going on, so you can't see it really. Actually, I could just bring this over. I don't know what it looks like, but as you can see, so that's going to be my podcast shelf. So there's already a few things on there. There's a New Day and Alexa Bliss and Lance Storm, and then if I could, this is hard. So and then there's George Carlin, as represented by Rick Overton, but I will get to that later. But so far, right now, I'm trying to create pages or gimmicks for groups that I like. So I've got an Alpha Flight group, which I don't know if we've talked about yet, but I do have an Alpha Flight group. I got the Sasquatch, and I got a Heather, and I got two versions of Guardian, and then I also, if you can see it. I am probably doing a terrible job on this. Actually, hang on. Let me see if I can switch it. Yeah, that's better. As you can see, I got an X Factor deal going on here with Strong Guy and Multiple Man, which I think I've talked about before. And then I also got a Warlock in the Infinity Watch. So I've got two different Warlocks there, which I'll talk about at some point, as well as a Drax. And that Toy Biz, what is it? Thanos. Yes, and there's also, as you can see there's a small Pip the Troll, which I believe is the only Pip the Troll you can get, and it came with that group. What do they call it? It was in the Silver Surfer series, and it came with Silver Surfer for some reason. Well, actually, because in the cartoon he was hanging out with Surfer more so than he was hanging out with Adam. So, and then on the bottom here, you can see I'm starting a Defenders group. I got this Defenders plane that I found at Second and Charles, as well as a Beast, which I've talked about, and a Doctor Strange, which I'll talk about. And then I'm going to do a West Coast Avengers. I got a bunch of Wonder Mans in there, my Marvel Legends Darkhawk, and then the Moon Knight and the Vision that I've talked about, and U.S. Agent. So, that being said, I am going to do a live unboxing. I'm going to do these occasionally. And there's only there's only one person watches. I assume it's Jen. But, that was Debaish. I know how to say this, but I'm just going to screw it up. But, yeah, Defender's plane. Yeah, I got that somewhere. I got that at Second and Charles. It was just like this die-cast plane that I found randomly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up. This is going to be the first of these I'm going to do. So I got a whole box here of stuff. I got a whole box of stuff that I've been buying, and then continuing to buy. And I just didn't have the room for it. So now I do, and now I can actually update. So here I'm going to start off with this Toy Biz. This is from 1999. It was a part of an Alpha Flight series that they did, which also included that Sasquatch and the Vindicator. Those came together, and then the two Guardians. The one Guardian was a Toy Biz giveaway, and the other one's the new Marvel Legends one that you can find out now. But But they had a few of these. They put out the Vindicator Sasquatch. They put out the North Star and Aurora, which I have to get, and then they put out this one, which is Snowbird and Puck. And Puck doesn't have a lot of. I believe there's a new Marvel Legends. There's a thing that came out like a 30th anniversary Alpha Flight package that came out that has a bunch of these guys in it. But I know there's a Puck Fury Files that is out there that I don't necessarily want. I just want to get. I kind of want to get the Toy Biz stuff, and then I think the same thing with the Snowbird. But I got this off of Mercari, and got it for a good deal. And because usually you see this in if you see it in a store, it's kind of expensive. So, anyways, this is how old is this? So this is 2020. So this is this is 21 years old. I can't believe this is a fucking 21-year-old thing. But let's open it up. So, but let's talk about the packaging, because I guess I looked on how to do these things. So basically, what you do is you talk about the packaging, and you talk about the stuff that's in it, and then you open it up, and then you fart around with it. So I'm just kind of just doing this off the cuff. But on the cover, what we got here, we got Alpha Flight, Snowbird, and Puck. This is my knife, by the way. I might use this. Original art by Alpha Flight creator John Byrne. So John Byrne, I don't know if this is just repurposed art or just new art for the for this deal. If you can see that. But we got Puck and Snowbird, and it obviously comes with the figures, and it includes exclusive motion collector's card, which I get along with my deal here. So you have the figures. So, and on the back, let's give you a description about who Snowbird and Puck are. In her human guise, she is simply known as Anne Mackenzie. But those who are familiar with her true form know her as Snowbird, mystical protector of the Canadian North. Excuse me. Born of a human father and goddess mother, Snowbird was bestowed with various magical powers, including the ability to transform herself into any animal of the Arctic region, such as the ferocious Wolverine. Usually when in the comics, you usually just see her turn into a bird or a bear. She doesn't really do much else. Mostly it's birds. Just birds, or I'm assuming. I don't know. There's actually a really good early issue of Alpha Flight that is just about Snowbird. I think there's a few of them that the way that they kind of do the first couple issues, early issues of Alpha Flight, John Byrne kind of did issues that were focusing on individual people. And the one about Snowbird is actually really good. Nowadays, Snowbird allies herself with other superpowered individuals, including the jovial, cartwheeling Puck on Canada's premier superhero team, Alpha Flight. And then underneath that, you have John Byrne, and he's saying something. He's saying, in creating Alpha Flight, I got to do something I had scarcely dared imagine to be possible. Only a few years earlier, I was a fan of struggling to get work in comics, and I got to create characters who would become a part of the Marvel Universe, standing alongside Spider-Man and the X-Men. Mostly the X-Men. You usually don't see them. I don't know how many times I hung out with Spider-Man. Probably, actually, I know there's a Marvel 2-in-1 with the Thing in Alpha Flight, but yeah, I think that's all we got here. And yeah, we got a little caricature. I'm assuming John drew this of himself. That's how John thinks he looks. Looks awfully much thinner. I've always thought he was more of a portly dude. John Byrne has been thrilling comic book fans for years with his incredible work. He helped put the X-Men on the map as a penciler and co-plotter, and revitalized the Fantastic Four and Namor. Byrne has his own unique spin on just about every major comic book character, and during his illustrious career, it was during his classic work on the Uncanny X-Men that Byrne created the first Canadian super team, Alpha Flight. So you have him to thank for essentially what ended up being the Alpha Flight franchise. I like Alpha Flight. I just because growing up in Buffalo, we grew up so close to Canada, and you get to to experience a lot of different Canadian cultures, and it just feels familiar reading Alpha Flight, so I'm actually pretty into it. And my goal is to collect the original issues, individual issues of the entire initial Alpha Flight run that started like in '82 to '94. I do count my books, the trades that they do put them in, but most of them are, individual, so you have to find those. But yeah, and then we have here, what else we got here? Excuse me. We have instructions on how Puck works, which I will see here, but it has this caricature here or this deal here of showing how Puck, he's got a spring-loaded torso that allows him to cartwheel. So we'll see if that actually works. And then underneath that it says, look for the classic Marvel 1960s animation broadcast episodes, new on home video from Fox Home Entertainment. So, I wonder if, I think those are on the Disney Plus. You can get those on Disney Plus. So, anyways, let's open this up. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to use my knife, pocket knife that was given to me by my father-in-law, and it has my name on it. And it's from Lake Winnipesaukee, I believe that's in New Hampshire, where his sister lives. He got that for me. And it actually comes in very much handy. I'm not a knife guy, but it does come in handy, with regards to packages and stuff. And actually, I was able to dig in and just open this up without having to really fuck up this packaging. So here we go. Here's the card. It's a hologram card. And basically, it's just Puck leaping towards you, because Puck's body, his gimmick is that he's made out of like hard like material, like he's got a very dense structure, and so that's why when he hits you it feels like a hockey puck. But yeah, what does it say on the back here? Snowbird of collector edition 3 of 3. So this cut with the other two, the cards with the other two. So let's see here. Real name Snowbird, real name Naira. First appearance X-Men number 120, height 5'10", weight 108. Eyes white, hair pale blonde. Abilities. Snowbird is a metamorph with the ability to shapeshift into any creature of the Arctic North, ranging from a snow owl to a great mystical beast. In her Snowbird form, she has superhuman strength and agility and possesses the ability to fly. So she's a pretty good asset to the team. Then we have Puck. Let's see, I'm reading this off here. Puck, real name Eugene Milton Judd. First appearance, Alpha Flight number 1. Height 3'6", weight 225. So yeah, that's a lot for somebody 3'6" to weigh. He is not a light man, but you wouldn't think that just by looking at him. Eyes brown, hair black. Abilities. Puck is self-trained in hand-to-hand combat. Puck is a self-trained hand-to-hand combatant with exceptional skill. He possesses the ability and speed of a 6-foot man. Puck can cartwheel himself with such force that he can bowl over a crowd of people twice his size. Yeah. So that's our dude. So we got this card. It's a little bit bent, but it's all right. So let's see here. This is fresh minty. I'm gonna be like Zack Ryder and smell stuff. Let's take Puck out first. It came out nice and easy. So this is Puck. He's a small gimmick man, and apparently he does a cartwheel. So and he's also fastened together with some screws here, so you can take them apart. Let's see how this works. Okay, so. See if this actually works. I don't think this works. Because I guess you're supposed to do that, right? Let me see if I can get a better shot of this here. Yeah, see? Cartwheel. If he did cartwheel. He does have some give to him. I thought it'd be more springy. I don't want to break this. But that's okay. Yeah. Well, it's a Puck figure. It's very small. But he's now in my collection, so now I don't have to worry about trying to find that Fury Files, which I'm certain is probably less I probably is less superior than the Toyota's one. I just like Toyota's. Yeah, yes, he is bowled over. Damn it! Here. Let me try this again. That was impressive. Yeah, that's cool. All right, great. All right, so we have Snowbird, and she comes with an owl. She comes with an owl. She comes with the owl from the cover of Rush's Fly By Night album. It basically looks like this when you're looking at the cover. It's like Fly By Night. So essentially you're getting 3 versions of Snowbird in one, because you're like, hey, I've got, you got Snowbird, but you're like, oh, here she comes. She's now a bear, or this is a Wolverine. Excuse me, it's a Wolverine. It's a Canadian Wolverine, but not technically. It also could double as a Canadian Wolverine, Wolverine figure, but it's not really Wolverine. And hey, Joe, Wolverine. Yeah, so he's not a Michigan Wolverine. He's an Arctic Wolverine. And this is what Snowbird can become at some point. And so great. So these go along with that. And yeah, so here is the lady of the moment, Araya. See, okay. I don't think this gimmick comes off her face. I'm not going to try. That's fine. Actually looks pretty glued on, so let's keep it that way. Her pose is great, but it's weird because I don't know. It's basically all she could do. I mean, it's a very skinny, delicate figure, but she does have movement in these joints here. I guess you could do other ones. Like you could do this deal here, but see, the thing is that her legs are pretty much set in this specific spot. Like you can't really, you can twist her waist and you can move these legs, but you can't really do anything fun. Like she doesn't just stand straight ahead. She's always got some sort of way about this. So, yeah, but I think this looks great. This is actually, I mean, there's not many Snowbird figures, but if she's only gonna have a few. It's good that she has at least one good one. And these boots. This is some intense bootness, some leg stuff here. Just these joints. This does kind of looks like a horse foot when you bend it like this. It's pretty weird. Yeah, pretty much she's always escapades. She can. I mean, what other animals are up there? I don't know. I should have looked this up before actually talking about it. But yeah, so you can move around, and you got the 1990. Did I say so? This was 99, but the thing says 98. So this was probably produced in 98, but it was released in 99. And she's got this cape. It's a soft goods cape. Feels like a vinyl thing. It's interesting how this is kind of stuck in here, because you have this layer here that is just like basically a cape, like just the one part. But then you have this additional piece of cape underneath that's like folded in. It's folded in half, and it just kind of makes it look more full if you look at it from the front, which I think is actually great. They really did a good job of this one. And I mean, yeah, she looks good. And I wonder how I'm going to pose her. Probably just have to pose her with the legs. I can't really do much out of this, but yeah. So let's put her here. Oh, good, she stood. And then we'll put Puck here. I'm assuming you could see it. So the stuff's coming up here, and you could see past this. I don't know, but maybe I'll just do so you can see that, and then you have this bear. or this Wolverine, and then you have the Rush Bird, Fly by Night. So, yeah. Well, I guess that's gonna be it for now. I'm assuming this is gonna be archived, so you guys can check this out if you weren't watching this live, and that's cool. Hope you guys do. Thanks for listening to the show, and thanks for supporting our podcast. And we will see you soon.